We begin tonight by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which Hallozeen takes place, and pay our respects to their elders past and present. We extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples watching.
Juimon created the Hallozeen poster this year. Thanks, Mum.
Hello, Helen.
Hello.
What have you got to show us?
Well, I have some comic. Oh, some of it's upside down. I have some comic that I was working on for the swap.
Oh, yeah.
Then I realised this was not going to be done in time.
You look so good.
So I made a really tiny zine about Bronagh.
Hey, Bronagh. Hello. Pivot to you. Pivot to Bronagh.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about time.
She's very important, so I do a comic about her, because when you don't have any ideas, you go for the tiny creature.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to get a fly for us.
It's going to show us how it's done.
She tried her hardest. Just some murder, just some blood sport.
So good at this,
For
Bronagh.
Halloween. Uh-oh, that's too high.
So beautiful.
It's just too high though.
Thank you, Bronagh. Well done.
Yes, that was a great performance, Bronagh. Thank you. Thank you. Beep, beep. Yeah, I did a comic about a tiny little quick comic about her for the swap in a day, and now that's out in the ether and that's done.
Yeah.
This is what I will be launching at Hallozeen. It's a spooky comic about ghosts and trains.
Let's get in there.
And some drawings. And
Nice. Oh, it's very Junji.
oh yes, yeah. Lots of Junji Ito. Well, because I have a little mentee that I work with, and he really loves horror work. So we've been looking at a lot of Junji Ito lately.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine actually has the comics that I need to borrow, so that I'm not just reading them on the internet like a slime ball. But yeah, yeah, this really got out of hand.
Yeah.
It was meant to be a little comic,
Yeah.
and then it's like 18 pages later, I think. Probably more than that. Yeah.
Is it going to be inked or digital?
No, it's just gonna be this.
Yeah.
Because
It's
I really,
looking nice.
because I usually do comics digitally, so I was like, let's do something different.
You know, for one of those quick things where you have to get it done by a deadline, do something new.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You use deadlines. You use the stress of deadlines to get shit done. Even though you really should have more time. It's fine. I'm kind of happy with how it's going.
Yeah.
It's becoming a thing that is very learning. Like I'm learning
Yeah.
things by doing it all traditionally, because usually I just do stuff digitally because
It's comfortable and
I can erase things very easily.
yeah, the mistakes don't have to stick around.
Mistakes, I can just little marching ants, boop, It's gone. Nobody needs to know anymore about those mistakes. It's fine. And then, yeah, that is not the case with traditional. Even though I do a lot of traditional stuff. I just don't usually do a comic out of it.
Yeah.
Also, you can easily trace shit on digital, which I'm like...
Yeah.
It's like, I need a train drawn. I'm just going to trace that real subtle.
I like whenever I do a drawing and trace it off my laptop screen, and it's nice for proportions, but it's a very wiggly trace. So it's all hand drawn after that. But yeah,
It's nice though when it's wiggly.
yeah,
It's like, because like I get shaky hands, and some of these are very like, your hands are shaking while you're drawing this, and I'm like, oh, but I kind of like the look of it. It's kind of it's a bit different.
I remember there was Becky Cloonan gave a talk at All Star and showing how she sketches, and it's just like sketching and erasing over and over until you've basically embossed it on the page. So once you do your final pencil, it's a really steady line.
It goes into the
it just goes into the groove.
Yeah,
so you get really smooth lines for the final.
That's what you got to make. It's like when you're like tracing onto fondant. You just got to make little lines for things to go into.
And then fill it with sugar icing.
Sugar, yes, fill everything with icing.
That's how to make things.
Yes. Oh, I should make some cute cookies. But no, I'm going to hand out at my table at Hallozeen some candies.
Ooh.
Probably the ones that are in that bucket right
Bucket.
there.
Bucket. Oh, welcoming display.
And then some more candies on top of that, because one never has enough candies.
No.
I like to hand things out when I'm tabling.
Yeah.
I do like Easter things sometimes, like a convention over Easter for roleplay gaming. And I like to hand out eggies. So
Yeah.
it's all a vibe. Just continuously feed people, and then, you know, it's like that makes people like you more, and they're going to come back for snacks.
And that's,
Marketing.
That's the basic, what is it? The goal of zine making. Make friends.
Make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I made another friend. Oh, I made a friend at Home Cooked, and I didn't realize it was them the other day when I was volunteering at Sticky, that it was them in, and I was like, they were like, are you Juimon? I was like, oh, you're this person. And then I had a moment of like, oh, it's us, and now we're chatting on the Instagram, and it's nice because you just make friends because they're like, how do you do this thing? And I'm like, I don't know how to do it like this, but I like what you've done here. How do you do that thing? This is a great idea. Amazing. Oh, friends. Crafts.
I like how simple it's been running the Hallozeen Instagram, and I get to friend back just every single person who expresses any interest in Hallozeen.
If they tag you, it's like, oh, this is a friend.
Oh yeah, and then I think some of them recognize me from the sometimes when I post my face in the stories.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, so out of a pool of so many people, sometimes I recognize them.
But usually your face is on your photograph.
Yeah.
Because you take great headshots.
Yeah.
Should be one of your things on your resume. Take great headshots.
Well, we had Jess and I did headshots in the backyard for when we did City of Melbourne. No, Wheeler Centre things.
Oh, cute.
And
oh my gosh.
that was fun.
Oh. I'm always bad at having the headshots taken.
We should have a headshots party.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine doing that, but not a photo booth. It's Halloween. Well, we've got a prom wall for photo opportunities.
There's gonna be a prom wall.
Yeah.
Good.
So everyone's gonna get a really good headshot out of Halloween. That's the plan.
Coming as at Naja, everybody's favorite chaotic vampire. So getting so.
It's gonna be so good. Oh, Bronagh. Hello.
She wants to tell you about things. You can fully have a conversation with her.
Yeah. What are you
How's your
doing?
day been, Bronagh? Oh, that's too bad. Sorry about that. I heard you vomited, Bronagh.
Nothing to say.
Will not admit to that.
Bronagh, vomiting.
How dare you put her on blast? Do not put me on blast.
No cameras, please.
No
Privacy.
cameras. Privacy. I'm filthy. Oh, what are you doing? She's gonna explore the depths. She's gonna plumb the depths. You know how Gatsby can't do blankets.
Yeah.
Bronagh can. She's a master of blankets. She loves to be underneath them, and so she burrows.
Yeah.
During the daytime when we're not around. Nope.
Ah, yes. The special paper for sitting on.
Yes. So this is why she is a demon in my zine, because this is her behaviour.
Well, this is the combination of Gatsby enjoying sitting in the rain. He also enjoys this.
Yes.
So he makes nice little paw puddles.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
My goodness.
Thank you. She just loves destruction. She craves violence. She's truly the embodiment of Halloween. Just total chaos. Wants to see the world burn. Will try her best to make it so. Aw, thank you.
So lovely.
I need to clean her face because she's filthy. You're filthy. There you go. Ah, back to being beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So lovely.
Yes. Anyway, so this is Bronagh. This is the true star.
The true star of Hallozeen.
I mean, it's what it's for.
Mm.
It's for all of us with our cats, because I think most everyone I know who is a zine star has a cat.
Yeah.
And if they don't have a cat, they live with someone with a cat, so they still get the experience.
Yeah.
It's like Ben. You don't have a cat, but you still have the experience of Gatsby in your life. What are you doing? What are you doing, my wee one?
So nice. Would you like to gesture to the empty space next to you and say where people can find you online?
Find me here. It is Instagram, Twitter.
Oh yeah. Any other platforms?
Just my MySpace.
Oh, okay. We'll dig that up.
My website. My entries on Archive of Our
Oh.
Own. That's I don't know, my reviews on Google. What else do I do? My here I am on Den of Angels. That's a real pull for you.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yeah. Lovely. It's lovely to talk to you, Helen. Look forward to seeing your things at Hallozeen.
Yes.
Goodbye, Bron.
Very well.
Interview with Gemma Randall.
Hello, who are you?
Hey, I'm Gemma. I like creature features, comics, and fiber crafts.
What was Halloween to you growing up?
Halloween's sort of an odd holiday for Australia, culturally speaking. We haven't been colonized long enough to amass much of a folk mythology to frame the holiday around. Not to mention the seasonal disparity. I used to roll my eyes at shops attempting to sell Halloween-themed stuff, but they reeled me in eventually. Now it's the highlight of the calendar year for me.
How did you first start to participate in it?
One big movie night in year 11 or 12. Halloween's the best time of year to watch creepy movies with your buds. Not everyone's going to enjoy a marathon of the Conjuring movies, but more approachable movies that play with the concepts of horror like Coraline or Monster House will provide a good laugh and good atmosphere.
What do you like to do for Halloween these days?
I love making my own decorations. I tend to amass cardboard packaging, so I'll cut out garlands of ghosts and pumpkins, and I have a big green spider for my front door. It's a bit more environmentally friendly than buying plastic decorations, and a low-pressure way to flex your creative muscles.
Can you show us some of your favorite Halloween-related zines?
Oh man, Briar Rolf Steadman Place series. I'll hype up their work any day. 3 stories about a haunted share house and the ways its residents, living and dead, interact. The thing you should be most worried about isn't the demonic skull you find in your cereal, but landlords. Briar's funny as hell, and I can't wait for their graphic novel to come out.
Tell us about what you're working on.
I'm working on a couple comics right now. The one I'm thumbnailing right now is about a farmer who goes into his barn at night expecting to find his daughter fooling around, and instead runs into something much more dangerous. I'm also working on a series showing some of my favorite stamps, discussing their subjects and what I like about them. It's called Stamp Tramp.
Describe your ultimate Halloween. Like a fantasy football dream combo of themes, author, illustrator, zine format elements.
I love a pen and ink comic, something dark and atmospheric, like a John Carpenter movie. Isolation, body horror, The unknowable nature of the human psyche and creative monster designs are always a big plus for me. Juimon, Helen Graham, and Alex Clark are great for these kinds of vibes.
Where can viewers find you and your work?
I'm on Twitter Gemma, and I have a Gumroad with all of my previous Hallozines. I'm always down to talk about horror movies, stamps, and whatever book is driving you insane.
Thank you for talking to me. Happy Halloween.
Interview with the Zine Gang Distro.
Well, would you like to formally introduce yourselves?
Yeah. I'm Thomas, but for my art stuff, I always go by Demonstrips.
And I'm Mel, and we run the Zine Gang Distro together. I started making zines because of Thomas, because he was doing the zines at the start. And he was like, yeah, you can do a zine. I'm like, I can't draw. And he's like, doesn't matter. Like, you've got ideas, you can write, you're good. And then like, once I started kind of putting some ideas down, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this. Like, yeah. But if he hadn't have kind of kicked it off, I wouldn't have even thought about it. But then it was funny because I don't know if you've seen my like Silverchair throwback zine that I've got, but I made a zine as a project in school, not kind of realizing what it was. So I'm like, oh well, I actually made a zine before you did. So I was like, you know. That's
What was Halloween to you when you were both growing up?
I guess I can go first. For me, it's also my sister's birthday. So
wow.
Yeah, so that was more sort of taken up by that.
Yeah.
We didn't do much sort of Halloween-y stuff. She is quite into Halloween though as well. But I think for Halloween, I kind of just more like the influence that it's had on movies, music, games, things like that. So it's sort of more the influence of the byproduct of it, I guess. But the actual day, yeah, not too much for me.
Oh yeah.
For me, when I was growing up, Halloween wasn't really a big deal in Australia back in sort of like the early 90s. So I'm really excited to see that the younger generation, it's becoming more of a thing. You know, we're seeing more kids trick-or-treating these days, and that like fills my cold dead heart with joy. But just that whole, you know, I love any excuse to dress up, and that sort of like alternative kind of creepy culture is something that I've always, you know, is always fascinated me. So, you know, Halloween adjacent, maybe not particularly on Halloween day, but just that kind of culture that comes from it has always been something that excites me. And now I get an excuse, I can dress up, and it's actually, you know, more broadly celebrated in Australia now. So that's exciting. Last year we hosted a lockdown Halloween trivia night. So that was kind of fun. Like Thomas dressed up as me, put a purple wig on. I dressed up as Elvira, had like 3 wigs, and it was like a whole thing. Super fun. And then we went and did a ghost tour afterwards, because we could, at that stage, we could leave the house, but we couldn't be indoors, or it was 5 p.m. I don't know, it was something. We could leave the house. So we did that. That's what we
Would you like to show your Halloween-related favourite zines?
Yeah. So I guess the first one I'll show is one of Frank's.
Oh, nice.
Slasher. Frank's ones, I like all of his stuff. It's just the art style of it's so unique, and it's always so like recognizable. And this one's more less sort of horror themed and more about inner demons, but it's a really good thought out zine. And second one I'll show is one, I think it was made for one of the Hallozines.
Oh yeah.
It's from Liz, and it's about the Halloween movies, and I think they watched all of them, and
nice.
Recap them.
So mine's similar to the recaps. This was Jess Eddy's Buffy. It's not really Halloween, but it's, you know, Halloween adjacent.
It's close enough.
It was really it was really cool. It's about I think they watched one episode out of context, rewatched to just try and figure out what was going on. No context, in the middle of season 5, episode 7. And I bought it because I'd always been a Buffy fan, and I just thought it was cute at the time. And then during lockdown, we rewatched all of the Buffys, and then when that episode came up, I was kind of like, reading what Jess was writing while it was happening on screen, and it was just so cool looking at it from like a different lens. Like we knew in context what was happening, but for someone with no context, like what the hell's going on, and just a really funny commentary about, you know, Spike's weird accent and like, you know, the fashion and all this sort of stuff. It was just like, yeah, cool, because it's something so long ago, you know, I don't know, in the 90s.
Yeah.
And like now, today, like, yeah, it was just really cool. So there's that one. And Emily's Gothtober from a few years ago.
Yes.
I really love this one. I love Emily's style.
Yeah.
Just the portraits and just like her own perception of like, you know, ranking the bat system of how goth each icon is. That was super cool. So they're our faves.
Is there anything that you're working on or thinking you're going to make this year?
Yeah, we've done there's sort of a series of Six-Sided Beautiful, a collab zine of like conspiracies. It says conspiracies, cults, crimes, and oddities. It's basically just like horrible histories and like just weird stuff. You know, movie reviews of like Rob Zombies and, you know, metal bands and stuff, just stuff that we kind of like together and separately as well. So the first one we made was in the lead up to one of the Hallozeens. I think it was the last in-person one. And then we're working on volume 3. So we haven't started it. We've got some ideas and it's just a race to the finish line now. Yeah.
Because I think you use a lot of collage in that and like text and then like actually pasting it together.
Yeah, like these ones have been done like on Photoshop and InDesign and stuff, but it's sort of set out to look like an actual magazine. Because I've got a journalism background and like I've been an editor and stuff, and it's always been my dream to make my own magazine. So the fact that we can do it as a zine, it still ticks the box. So there's like crosswords and stuff in there. So that's the idea, to make it kind of replicate like a magazine, but like zine form. Yeah, I feel like because I've got a professional kind of publishing background in a sense, I feel like the things that I do have to be polished, just because I just don't know how to just let go and just let it kind of be a little bit messy. So for my next scene, maybe not so much the Six Sad because I want it to look a certain way, but for my next scene, I want to try and get back to that old school style of like printing out some stuff, cutting it, gluing it, photocopying it, because I feel like that being too polished kind of loses that kind of like punk element and the DIY kind of focus. So that's the target for me next time, to make it look not so polished. I think the main thing is just put stuff down. People will pick up what you're putting down. Just make it start. So that's the way I roll.
I always find I just start too many projects.
Yeah.
And most of them don't get finished.
So now that you know like about how you work, what would be your ideal Hallozeen that you make, or maybe one of your favorite authors, illustrators make?
I think I'd probably want maybe like a D&D module that was sort of Halloween themed would be good.
We played a D&D that was Halloween themed.
We
didn't. It was one that someone already made, but that was fun.
But I think I'd want to make something like that. I think.
Yeah, I think for me, I just like the idea that we do that collab Six Sad, because I get to write stuff. He gets to look at the internet and make and document what he finds. And Thomas is really interested into like true crime and like weird kind of serial killer culty stuff. So I like that we can work on that together, because I think that's the only zine that we've made together, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you reckon you'd ever compile them? Like,
originally when I first came up with the idea, it was, I think it was meant to be every 3 months or something.
I knew that was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe we could try and aim for a Halloween every year. We'll see.
It's the dream, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you're planning to do for Halloween?
What are we doing for Halloween?
I think so this year.
My work's having a Halloween party, which is interesting. Like everyone dresses up and stuff, and I haven't been there that long, so I don't want to go full, you know what I mean? But like every day is Halloween, like for us. I'm trying to figure out what to dress up for at the work party, because like obviously like I didn't want to go as Elvira like I did last year. I taped my boobs up and I had like cleavage to my chin, and like kind of can't really do that at work. Like it's okay if I just did it.
Not your first year, maybe
not my first year.
Once you've broken the ice for something else.
who are these people that make zines every day? I wish I just had the energy, the creative energy to just do something like that. Again, I think it comes back to like, it doesn't need to be perfect, just needs to be done. Yeah. So I think I might just, because I've done a few sketches and I've got the words I want to say. I think I just need to just put them down, copy and paste, get the glue stick out and just, make it happen. So, yeah.
Well, I found the last one I made, I didn't use the computer at all, which is the first for me. So normally I do all my stuff digital. Yeah. And I managed to get that started and finished in a week, which is the quickest I've ever done a zine.
Yeah.
Found it a lot easier. And it's like I didn't have to fuss over the drawings as much because they were just kind of on the paper and done.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I like about it. There's no rules. It can be about whatever you want. Just put some ideas down and I found that kind of interesting because when I did the Wog Mum, I just kind of did it as a outlet for myself to sort of, kind of deal with moving back in with my mum and that sort of thing. And I didn't realize how many people would just like think that, I don't know, resonate with it or just like find it amusing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how are all these people find, like, I thought maybe like I'll sell some to some of my family members and a couple friends, whatever, or, but like people like randoms will pick it up and go, yes, this is my life. I get what you're, I get what you're saying. I've lived it. I've experienced it. Yes. And then like, even with the Silverchair zine, every now and then when someone will buy one, I'm like, why are they buying these? It's like, not even relevant anymore. Like, but it's funny. There's just a niche for like, but everything.
Yeah. I like that, like considering like what the metric is for the success of a zine, and it's like you have to get it done enough that you've expressed everything you want to express, and then someone else needs to read it, and then they come to you going, oh yes, I would like to have further conversations about this. And then you get more content, which you don't have to turn into a second zine. That's just the payoff, the reward.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll get busy making our zine, potentially zines, plural, and I'll have to let you know what we come up with.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much. See you soon.
See you.
Interview with T. O'Donnell.
Hello, who are you?
My name is I pronounce T and I use he him pronouns. I like Halloween, these, good socks and my dog, Jaja. I'm an aspiring thanatologist researcher of death and dying.
What was Halloween to you growing up? How did you first participate in it? What do you like to do for Halloween these days?
Halloween growing up was a fantastic affair. I grew up overseas in Singapore and Cambodia with a large amount of American friends that went all out. We would do scavenger hunts on tuk-tuks that we decorated. I got started in Halloween because my friend did it, and dressing up is fun. Halloween nowadays means staying in, decorating the house, and scaring children. We do trick-or-treating in my neighborhood, which has been slowed down due to COVID-19. Sometimes I'll go to a party, but I'm not really into that kind of thing.
What you working on?
I'm working on a zine that is an ode to Halloween for scaredy cats like myself. I don't do horror films, but I love a good graveyard and Tim Burton film. This is a Hallozeen for those folks. I'm drawing inspiration from Riot GRRL and punk zines of the 90s as well as these lovely vintage Halloween advertisements and how-to guides.
Describe your ultimate Hallozeen. Like a fantasy football dream combo of themes, author, illustrator, zine format elements.
My ultimate Hallozeen would be risograph printed with essays on spooky things by Patti Smith. I reckon she could do it, and Tim Burton. Illustrations by Edward Gorey or Charles Adams.
Thank you for joining me. Happy Hallozeen.
Hello, Beau.
Hello. Hello. I'm Beau Parsons. I make zines and I'm a greyhound. Hi. Oh, good boy. I am working on Hallozeen right now, and because I love a challenge, I'm refusing to berate myself for it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, I've never really done a webtoon before, so maybe I'll like do like a webtoon format. Because I was thinking about those crankies and how sick they were, and how much I've really been enjoying like vertical format comics.
Yeah.
As a physical medium, without really thinking about how difficult that would be.
But a webtoon is totally like a cranky, like
yeah, exactly.
Thing, right?
So I was like, well, I'll make it digitally, and then I'll figure out how to print it out afterwards. This is my
nice.
This is my thumbnail for the first part of it. It just keeps going and going and going. I'm just gonna keep, for comedic effect, I'm gonna go all the way to the end. There you go.
Yeah.
And a bit more there. Unsurprisingly, I mean, just have a guess what the
wolves,
the subject.
Kissing, wolves on the mouth, werewolves at night, teens, technology, dogs, good, sweet dogs.
I mean, yeah, you're pretty much gay werewolves.
Yeah.
Gay werewolves horror. That's it. Maybe instead of all this nonsense that I'm actually quite enjoying, and it's an upskill experience, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's always really fun to do stuff with Naya.
Yeah.
Like, should I just do a week in the life of I just make more zines about my dog, because that's what I always do.
Well, I was thinking, because like when I tweeted like, oh, I'm planning my Hallozeen, I didn't write anything down. I should have, because that was like pairing together things like because I was talking with someone, they recently found out that they've got like Catholic raising in their family, and so they're just connecting the dots now. And then I'm like, I can provide info, but also recognizing that my Catholic upbringing, not standard, not one of the standard ones. This one's a specific thing. And I was liking the thing about the tenuous grip on reality you get when you went to an after school class about like, look at this, that's Jesus. Physical attributes, no, that's not what you're judging things on. And then like the comfort of having a husband now who has none of that, just the most solid of grasps of reality. Like,
it's just a regular meat man, and you
just
should be
a regular,
thankful.
and he can like not see ghosts in the hallway every goddamn night. And like, so just like pairing off like hanging out the clothes at night, and where the shadows start, that's where there's a giant person like looking at you, and we'll run at you if you make eye contact or acknowledge them, but it's fine if you don't, and then just walk back inside, like and then I was like, maybe zines don't have to be therapy.
Now see, I know that, you know, a huge percentage of just zine output is therapy, but it's still really like I cannot do it. I really struggle with it. I am one of the few people that's like, no, I actually have to go and see a therapist. I can't just write this down.
I liked how short the repetition one was, because it was one event, one traumatic event, very visual and sensory, and that's it, just doing pictures. It's just sense memory and then processing that. But anything further than that, I'm just like, that's going to be a lot.
And like, I think the one time I managed was that one little comic thing I did, and even then, like, that was I got to like 32, and I'm like, cool, I can finally do like a little bit of a kind of a personal zine about one thing that doesn't have any necessarily bad memories attached to it.
Was that the fish plate one?
Yeah.
Because I have a similar book, and I couldn't find fish plate in this, but it's extremely similar.
Oh my god, I had that book.
Do you have it currently?
No, but
I can bring it to yours, and you can, because I too relived every single memory of just poring over these.
Is there a make a robot in there?
We can find it.
That's
there we go.
uncanny. Yes. Okay. I made that robot out of cigarette boxes.
Yes. I
It's like a little embassy filter transformer.
I love
Little
that.
kiddo, look what I made.
What was Halloween like for you growing up?
Strange. So I grew up in England, so we had Halloween. But I grew up in the country and I didn't really have any neighbors. So my mum would go and drop me off at a friend's house in the suburbs. And then we would go around their estate trick-or-treating, and then they would come and pick me up again afterwards. The one time we had Halloween at my house, we had like a Halloween bonfire party.
Oh.
And yeah, I thought it was great. We were all, this was in middle school, so maybe 11 or 12. And at this point, okay, I was still a little bit, I would get a bit, like I grew up there. It was the same house that I lived in for 19, 20 years. But it's in the middle of the country. There's a couple of houses nearby. It's, October, so it's just dead trees and wind and mud, and because we're just surrounded by fields. And creaky trees and menacing birds and noises from far off that you can't really tell what they are.
Yeah.
And it would start to spook me a little bit. And I would have to kind of jog the last bit home because, it gets dark at like 4 p.m. It's horses and cows and stuff in the fields opposite. And we're all like having a fun time around the bonfire, coming up with stories. And then suddenly there's this.
What?
And it was a cow that had gotten loose during the day and hadn't come back yet. So it was like trying to find its way home in the dark, coming across a field that was not its usual field. And there's just this it's like that there's an Annie Prue story about a guy who sees a flaming red-eyed bison in the middle of the road when he's driving home. It's like that, but I'm 11 and it's a regular cow.
It's a regular town you have to live in and continue living in.
Yes. And then whenever we'd watch horror movies at my house and my friends would come over, because my big barn, I hesitate to say full conversion, a barn that we lived in, had a lot of holes in the walls, so there's a lot of woo cartoon noises, little birds and bats and shit in the walls. And we would all get together and sit in the living room, which is just massive for no reason. There's a really big fireplace in it that we'd only use a couple times a year. It was a dark and windy night. And we're all sitting there, oh my God, you know what? It was The Others, that Nicole Kidman ghost film. As far as my friends were concerned, who are used to living in, semi-detached houses and having streetlights and whatnot, we are ostensibly in the moors as far as they're concerned, staying in my house.
Yeah.
So
it's very considerate of you to build this whole haunted house experience for them.
Yeah, I know, right?
It isn't just incidentally how you live.
No, I just live here. Kicking the walls in the middle of the night. But yeah, we get to the end of the film, and then this massive gust of wind comes down the chimney, and just goes, woo!
Oh my goodness!
And rattles the glass on the fire. And I'm pretty used to this. This happens on occasion, but I forget that, again, my experience is not universal. Most people don't grow up, one off a friggin' hobbit hole house. There's a shit out of all my friends that we stopped having horror movie sleepovers at mine not soon after that.
Okay.
But I used to get really scared by streetlights and stuff when I was younger, because I didn't have them growing up, and then we'd all be sleeping over in a friend's living room or something, and I'd wake up and there's just this orange light cascading through a little gap in the curtains, and I would be petrified. I'm like, that's aliens
someone.
or monsters or a home invader or I don't know what, but it used to really creep me out.
Yeah,
I'd get so spooked by it.
Yeah. What are your plans for Halloween this year, apart from the best festival?
Honestly, it's just the best festival so far. No, I'm focusing on what I can do, what I have already agreed to do.
Yeah, if I can emphasize to people enough that making a Hallozeen is the activity, that's fine, and then all this other stuff is just going to happen, and that's going to be available. can you describe your ultimate Halloween zine if you had the dream team of author, illustrator, subject? So notwithstanding any accounting for spoons or how much time this would take, what would it look like when it's finished?
I would love to do like a House of Leavesy, or like, you know what, we've got it on the shelf. It's this J.J. Abrams book. I love when you get these books and they are full of ephemera, like in-world ephemera. So this is like full of postcards, and I really hope I'm putting these back in the right places because I imagine that it's relevant to the plot. Love this shit. It combines my love of making props, getting really into the process of something you don't need to really, getting really bogged down in the minutiae. Look at this.
Whoa.
Love this stuff. So yeah, I would love to make a big, weird, I guess like an ARG kind of scene that's just full of extra stuff. Do some real world building. Oh my gosh, there's a map in here. There's a map on a napkin in here. Oh my gosh. This. I would love to just have. Oh no, now I have to fold it back together. Yeah, I would love to do spooky. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, compass.
Oh, that'd be easy enough with a split pin, and it's like trying to figure out. Like, because you don't want anything that's too laborious to manufacture each time.
No, but also I love making a little thing that has no bearing on reality.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, that's my white whale.
Your white whale. Would it also be gay werewolves?
Surely. So I am on Twitter and Instagram, and I think we have a web store sometimes, so I'll actually reactivate that.
Nice.
Little Grimbles. Hey.
There's that
She's
little man.
Hello, Grim. I wish I could like zoom on Zoom. Crash Zoom.
How do I make a ghost? I already have ghosts, like I've got this ghost in my head, and I've also got this ghost, and then there's this one, but I don't know anything about them. And like this guy, I wonder how he died. And this ghost, I wonder what he was like when he was alive. And this ghost, I don't know what though. Like what kind of ghost things did they even do? There's got to be a way to like randomize this kind of stuff. Like maybe dice. So have this stuff in dice, and then you roll dice, and then I put them all in a zine, and I can sell the zine at Hallozeen 2022.
Time for an unboxing.
Hi, geeks and gamers. Halloween ziners. We're doing an unboxing of our Halloween swap. Alright, let's go.
I'm excited.
It's the... Oh wait, split it. The hefty, look at that. A thick package.
Who do you reckon we're going to get?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what. Who do we know is in there?
I'm hoping for the glossy Beau Parsons arcade one.
Yes.
There's the Gemma Randall one about stamps.
Tramp.
There were some coming from Canberra. It would be nice to get some from around Australia.
Oh. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some not locals, stuff that we can't buy at Sticky or at the fair.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Yeah.
Tear it open. Whoa!
Oh, there's a fat one in. This is all wrapped in one thing. That's why I can't pull one out.
Yeah.
There's lots of. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, we got Arkham Jack.
What's happening? Okay, so they're all wrapped in one big fat one.
Oh, that's what you
And
okay.
that is
Clowns.
scary clowns. I just want to pet cats and watch horror movies. By Teddy's Zines.
Teddy's is Canberra.
Canberra, the nation's capital. By Teddy.
I think I've seen that one. Oh, are these something was missed in the master? We get
Oh.
what is it? Monoprints?
This feels like a master, that bit there.
Mm.
What if this is big.
Imagine if we got somebody's
Wow, look
master.
at that. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
This is a big fat read.
I thought mine was girthy, but that one's much girthier.
Okay.
What a struggle.
Gonna start. Look at that.
Some people would say there's a limit to how thick you can make your zines. But those people are not Teddy.
Next up we have Handsome Devils.
Is this Arkham Jack?
Arkham Jack.
It's
yeah.
Arkham Jack. I think Arkham Jack's going to be at the fair.
Fold me up into a pic. Whoa, look at that. Good heavens.
Good heavens, indeed. Good hell, even.
And it says, folds up to a poster. Hallozeen 22.
I love that people would be making their alt posters. Like,
Lovely.
we were talking about how we should get organised for next year to have Hallozeen merch, and then we can contact everyone who's ever like done a beautiful Hallozeen logo or poster, and then just put that on something.
It would be nice to have a Hallozeen merch table, t-shirts. Do
Yeah.
the opposite of what Festival Photocopier says.
only merch, no zines.
We'll have the, yeah, but merch.
Only 20% of your table can be zines. Everything else has to be t-shirts.
Next up is Familiar Eyes by Helen.
Helen.
All about Bronagh.
Bronagh's the best.
We actually have a print of this.
Yeah.
And this is
Gatsby's
what's inside.
Gatsby likes to sit on it because it's nice and
He
crinkly.
likes to sit on it. Lovely. I don't need
Hey,
to use this.
this is Gemma Randall.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's an interview with her.
And with
this
her?
video. Yeah. I'll probably stop this now.
Yeah, we got an interview with her for the video. Stamp vent.
Gemma Dilemma.
Is it
Oh my goodness. I don't want to look at that yet. It's really good.
Yeah, they're hand-drawn stamps. I saw a couple of I think they were Juimon stamps she was posting on Twitter that were her inspirations. That's exciting.
Look at this.
Oh!
Oh my goodness. It's a little bat. Sending circle sample pack.
This is exciting.
I want to do this. Maybe
Okay.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Hey.
Oh, it's so good.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Fancy that. Oh,
This
oh.
person made at least 10.
How do you? Yeah.
And then we had Driving Angel last year made 10 handmade editions.
Are these stickers?
I think they're stickers. It's a little pouch.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they look like something.
Sigils.
Okay. Nice.
My goodness.
That's so good.
Tattoos? I think these are tattoos. These are temporary tattoos. It says tattoo ink printing paper.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So we can turn up to the fair with these on our faces. Keep that in mind for my costume. That's exciting. What does it say inside Summoning Circle sample pack?
Oh.
Instructions within. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff for
Even
how
that
to do
looks really
tattoos.
nice. That's really, every little bit of this looks so good.
Some people have print sensibilities. Sometimes that's me. Not to this extent. That's wild. Doesn't say who it's by. We'll find out who it's by.
It's got a name at the top there. Rose and Wormwood.
Rose and Wormwood. Maybe I've got that on a document somewhere.
Mystery. Next up we got Treehouse of Horror Fanzine by Bianca. Zine.
Zine.
That's nice. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Last Halloween I smashed through a bunch of Treehouse of Horrors and then I just forgot this year. That looked good. Frankentron 5000.
Oh.
Enter if you dare. Hey, I saw the original of this while I was making zines at Sticky.
Yeah.
Who is this? Here we go.
Marsh.
By Marsh
And Ella.
Guest appearance by Tom.
Okay.
They're cute.
Hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That looks like Liz ones.
Cool. There we go. Creepy crawly word search. Halloween mix.
Yeah.
Was there one of these last year?
I don't remember it.
That mix page looks familiar. Oh, there's little comics in here too. Oh, here we go.
Beau Parsons.
Beau.
Yeah.
I saw someone else get this. I didn't realize it was this size. Here we go, Beau. Interviewed in the video also. Whoa. That looks like these are actual physical things. It looks like 3D modeled, but it's actually...
I think maybe both. I think Beau made them physically and in 3D.
Oh.
I remember Beau did a lot of prep for this, and there's a needle felted wolf in there.
It's really good.
Yeah.
This is nuts. Wow. I think that's a photo of a skeleton model. Beau didn't make a pinball machine, surely.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past Beau to make a
Probably.
pinball machine.
This is amazing. Very, not quite. Is it vaporwave? Here we go. Paper, fabric,
I think it's more
plastic,
specific arcade stuff.
blender, clip studio, pixel. That's lovely. We did see the original models in person.
Kid witches. I
Cute.
think we sat near Marlena at Home
Yeah.
and she's in Sydney, or maybe
Right.
she's coming to visit for Halloween again.
Yeah. Cute little comic.
Cute. Yeah. I like that because we're kind of in zines and then also comics community, and not all comics are zines and not all zines are comics, but it's fun. It's fun meeting other zine makers who are comics.
This one's by Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Risky text. A
Phoebe's good.
trapdoor fanzine.
I love Trapdoor.
Here we go. A lot of thoughts.
Thoughts. That's the kind of font size you can get behind, the density of feelings about Trapdoor.
Phoebe's from Sydney as well. They won't
Be at
they
the
won't
zine
be
fair.
at the zine fair. You do a separate unwrapping?
No, just unbox it up here. Yeah.
Oh, I think you might have to.
Undo some staples. Yeah, that's not going to open it.
It's just.
I'm going to go down the side.
Oh.
What have we got?
It's a lovely hand dryer on the cover there.
Oh, we get a paint swatch. Mauves.
Oh, nice.
Mauves.
Mauve.
We have a Dear You letter. And we have a missing cat.
Oh, there was one of these last year.
So if you have information, consult your latest You edition. What have we got next? Oh, it's like a show bag.
Oh.
Glossy.
It's like
Oh, and there's a very small zine inside
party
this.
favors.
Party favors. Why is it in a bag? There's nothing else in the bag. Okay, it's a mini. Halloween for the faint-hearted.
Is this
This is T.
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 yeah.
O'Donnell. We have a text interview with T. Lovely. Halloween food memories. Oh, that's very sweet. It doesn't have a hidden poster. Very sweet. Hee hee hee.
Lovely packaging.
Yeah. Festive.
Another orange one.
Death.
A clarion call from hell.
Okay.
Death. We would never. Who is this by? Oh, it's by
Emily Dickinson.
Okay.
Is it by Paloma Paprika?
Paloma Paprika. Are there socials on there?
Nah.
No.
Cool.
This looks good.
Saw some recipes.
Disco Elysium talk. Oh, is this all Disco Elysium? No. Maybe? No.
It's very cute.
There is some great stuff in there.
I like the composition. I like when it's text collage and then the composition is nice.
A-cab except Kim Kutsuragi.
You see the character or one of the game designers?
Yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy.
The guy, the disco in the Elysium. Colourful weird spaghetti
Colourful weird spaghetti.
by Deshna Karan.
Karan. Looks nice.
Sick.
Oh.
Ooh, little cartoons.
Cute art.
Find a word.
Find a word. It's our second find a word we've seen.
Find a word.
Nice. Another playlist as well.
We should go
Another
through
little
this
comic.
and
This is
let.
cool.
I think Sticky, you're going to have a playlist at the fair, but send some copies of those playlists. See if they can
Oh,
beef
is
it up.
this split? No?
Yeah, that's a sweet thing. Has it got a
I
secret
think
poster?
it's been,
It's been
I think
glued
it's
shut.
been glued shut, yeah.
Mhm.
That's a good. Cool.
Robust.
I just want to stop and read them, but
Blackout, Ghosts, and Visions. Yeah, it's the same little guy. I think this guy came in the Hallozeen collage kit that was released last year, and
that just says the same thing.
Sammy still has some left. So we're getting them out at the workshops this year.
The hands look a little big.
Mm-hmm.
Who did this?
Dunno.
Dunno.
Oh, hang on. Is this Blue Murder? Blue Murder was doing Blackout.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, Blue Murder was doing Blackout poetry. I saw that in
baby.
progress.
Nice.
Yeah. Caitlin Leday.
Shows that
Conditions me
conditions me
to love occult things as a young teen. What kind of shows? Legend of the Seeker. I like
West
that it's
Witch?
covers.
This is nice.
Is it just very nice whenever someone does colour copy?
Yeah, look at that. It's just funny to hold. Yeah, I don't know why it feels so special when it's colour.
Because we never do colour. Did that have a secret poster? No. Oh, that's two of them.
Alex is all about secrets.
That's two slit scenes glued together. Double spine. I've never seen that before.
The beast with two backs.
The beast with two backs, that's what that is.
An Exorcism by Tegan.
Hey.
Webb. Got a Neo Cities
Okay.
website.
I think I've seen people doing them. Ooh. I like
Cool.
this.
No
this format.
secrets.
No secrets.
It's lovely.
Just doing zine piracy on the YouTube.
This looks lovely. David Widdoveen.
Mm-hmm. He cranked out like 5. Like
That's-
5 this year.
13 Laws of Forbidden Library Science.
They look cute. Mm-hmm. He was doing
yeah.
a daily drawing challenge, one of those prompt lists, and he was always also doing hashtag Get Fit by Hallozeen. And I think someone else was doing it. Maybe Kale McCurst was joining him. So we'll see how they go when we get to Hallozeen Fair. Ask them about if they enjoyed that. Compliment them.
Hallozeen Unplanned.
Blem go.
Look at that. Blem go.
AKA Seth. I think this is one of the first ones that I saw this year. Amazing.
Hachi machi. I do not want this. That's great.
Is this a secret? Is it got a secret? No secrets. Just Zane's. You don't have to put a secret in the secrets.
This is our last one. Werewolf by
Ellie Jenkins.
Nim and Ellie.
And Nim.
A tankazine. A tanker, if you're wondering what a tanker is, a tanker is a form of poetry similar to a haiku, consisting of 5 lines with
With a
well,
syllabic
you'll just
pattern.
have to.
Oh, you.
That's by Ellie Jenkins.
You'll have to come to the
Jenkin
fair
L.
or get this
I'm
to
reading
find
this
out what a
backwards.
tanker is.
And Bats and Skulls.
Wow.
Oh.
Secrets. This one has secrets. This one has secrets.
Look at that.
Amazing. I want to look at the secret. Oh, it's a big poster of monsters.
That's clever.
That's sick.
Is the cover? I didn't even.
Yeah,
notice
the cover's a
cover
window
was that too.
into the secrets. When we did American interviews, and there was AJ Stat, I think, and he did one where it was a house, and then the inside was a red interior of the house, so every window looked like a nice candlelit interior room, and that's similar. Good job.
That's our Halloweens.
Happy Halloween swap.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
It's Halloween 2022 tomorrow. I'll be at Mission to Seafarers. I'm going to get some Halloween signs. I'm going to the Docklands buy some Zines. I will be exact change. I won't be a rude. I won't be a scared. I'll have so much fun. On my TOV, I'll make some friends. I'll be the persona that goes and I'll be like, haha, just like me. And maybe next year I'll have my table here.
Heartfelt thanks, in order of appearance: Jess Kitty Parker, Benjamin Philip Hutchings, Helen Juimon Graham, Bronagh, Gemma Randall, Mel Bleeder and Tom Demonstrips of Zine Gang Distro, T. O'Donnell, Beau Parsons, Grimm, Haunted House Architects Liz and Zoe, Elvis S, Ive Sorocuk, Alex E. Clark, Gatsby. Thank you to the relentless volunteers at Sticky Institute for their enduring support of Hallozeen, especially Sammy, Luke, and Beck. Hope to see you at the fair.